hit me with a bat?
Get out.
You with that bat?
Get out.
You and get
These are the employees at Ace Hardware, Seattle. What a punk. Look at this. What the man? Real guys here, huh?
stop!
You better get the off him.
Where's Mills Lane when you need him? Oh, that wild video, along with the play-by-play from Seattle, where a customer was attacked. Yeah, trying to enter a hardware store without a mask despite being fully vaccinated. The employee comes at the customer with a bat before he starts throwing punches, like it was Ali Frazier 4, which never happened. But that happened. But troubling incidents like this raise a serious question over masks and the judgment being cast on those who are just following the rules by not masking up. Here to react, Seattle radio host Jason Rantz. Special thanks to Seattle for supplying a lot of the content for every show in America that calls itself news.
Yeah, we try.
Your thoughts on that and masks?
It's very weird. I feel like we're probably going to start seeing more of that. So Washington State is going to be reopened on June 30th, and yet we still have rules in place that say if you're not fully vaccinated, you have to wear your mask. So I imagine, particularly in Seattle, that like to pat themselves on their backs for all of the sort of woke policies that say they care. I feel like they're going to continue to require masks, but people are going to walk in who are fully vaccinated. We're at like 70+% vaccinated in Seattle saying, wait, I'm confused. Why are we doing this? What was the point of getting the vaccine if you're now telling us we can't go about our lives like we used to? So it's just going to create more tension. It's going to probably create some more instances like this.
Absolutely. Jason, you guys have 70% vaccination. Your cases are infinitesimal. You were the first to actually get this virus. You should have been out of this a month ago, let alone waiting 3 weeks. California did the same thing. So did Michigan. What's the commonality? Democratic governors.
Yes, although I will add we have a particularly incompetent governor who's kind of better suited just to be put by like a lake with a bucket of rocks. Skip stones all day, and he will be more productive for the state than what he's been doing on this. He's just been a total nightmare. In fact, he goes, we're going to reopen if we get to 70%, or if we don't, we're going to reopen on June 30th anyway. So if you're not tying it to a percentage of vaccinations, why not just open it right now? The data very clearly suggests we can.
All right. So, Jason, let's move on. We know that in the middle of all these riots, we always talk about Antifa, the nightly challenges that city cops have, the few that are still in uniform. But then we have the decriminalization of drugs. There are Democrats who want to make this a nationwide, every drug, all legal. No more putting people in jail for it. So in order to do that, let's see how it'll work. What do we know about legalizing drugs as you know it in the state of Washington?
We know it doesn't work. It sounds good on paper when you say, and this is what progressives will say, we're not here to criminalize addiction. And it's true. We shouldn't be criminalizing addiction. However, it leads to more overdoses in King County, where Seattle is located, and across Washington State. We've been seeing an increase in fatal overdoses and near-fatal overdoses, particularly on fentanyl and now meth. We know that Mexican drug cartels are taking advantage not just because of the open border, but because of our permissive drug policies. They're flooding our communities with illicit substances that are then being sold by drug dealers who know that if they carry less product on them, if they carry personal possession amounts, which is what would be decriminalized, it means they're not going to get arrested and they're not going to be charged. So they just carry less product, they re-up their supply while they're selling, and meanwhile you've got a bunch of addicts who, when a cop encounters them, they can't use jail time as leverage to get information to go after the drug dealer. So it makes it that much more difficult to actually get the drugs off the streets because you've taken away all of the tools that police and law enforcement in general have at their disposal.
So on top of that, attention, United States of America, if you want what Washington has, go ahead and pass it. And lastly, I understand in Seattle they're exploring the liberalization of magic mushrooms as a way to get people off drugs, to stop people if they are, to help people if they actually overdose. Do magic mushrooms get you to survive a drug overdose?
I don't know if it has the capability of doing that. We certainly know that there have been some studies that suggest that it can be used if you microdose and you do it very, very safely and very specifically and on a regimen, and it has to be, supervised. What the Seattle City Council right now is actually considering is decriminalizing it, which effectively would, they believe, allow it to be sold here. I'm not entirely sure I know how that would work legally, even in a state that has decriminalized drugs. But this idea, while people love it because they see some blog about how it could cure all sorts of things,
right,
it hasn't been studied the way that some folks want to pretend it has been. It's not completely dismissed, right? There's some data. But we can't just say, go ahead and decriminalize now mushrooms, because, look, at the end of the day, it's going to be a bunch of people who are on the streets who are doing it, and they're going to be causing the problems.
And, Jason, the question one day will have to be answered. Why is Jason Rant still in Seattle? Every time you come on, things just seem to get worse.
Are you inviting me to New York?
If I were you, I'd go anywhere but stay there. Jason, thanks so much. I appreciate it.